Provides for these unemployment checks to be delivered through the existing state unemployment systems, not us, state. And I was opposed to this method because many of the states have very antiquated computer systems that are 45 years old, and they're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution, this kind of money coming in so quickly. They're not set up for that, and I didn't want to do it, but our opponents wanted it. So we did it, and if they don't get their money fast, I'm going to ask that we convene federal government, that we come back to Congress, and we'll do something where we take care of it, because we can take care of it very easily and quickly, and I said that. But a lot of these systems are so old and so antiquated at the state level that they're going to have the money, they're going to get the money very quickly, but they're not going to be able to distribute it. So remember what I said, and we will, if we have to, call Congress back or find some other way of delivery of the money.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Start Your Day with CKJ, aka Dr. FOMO. Have no fear, the Bullish family is here. Guys, I got a hell of a show planned today. I mean, if you guys can't see the picture of what's going on with the Trump, the Fed, Blackrock, executive order, it's coming big time, guys. FINK 13772, Fed, Bearable guy. We're going to revisit one of Bearable guy's pictures at 2396, advance payments at the Pentagon. We'll talk about that. It makes more sense now that everything is going on. That's for sure. Banks worldwide plan to overhaul the core banking system to stay competitive. Very good article here. XRP was designed for use case facilitating cross-border payments in an enormous market, in an enormous magnitude. Smash some thumbs up. I'm tweeting this, and let's get this party started. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. And hit link. Join stream. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Matter of fact, hold on.
The bill provides for these unemployment checks to be delivered through the existing state unemployment systems, not us, state. And I was opposed to this method because many of the states have very antiquated computer systems that are 45 years old, and they're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution, this kind of money coming in so quickly.
Pickle, come here.
They're not set up for that, and
come here, Pickle. Come here, Pickle.
I didn't want to do it, but our opponents wanted it, so we did it. And if they don't get their money fast, I'm going to ask that we convene federal government, that we come back to Congress, and we'll do something where we take care of it, because we can take care of it very easily and quickly, and I said that. But a lot of these systems are so old and so antiquated at the state level that they're going to have the money, they're going to get the money very quickly, but they're not going to be able to distribute it. So remember what I said, and we will, if we have to, call Congress back or find some other way of delivery of the money.
I'd like to welcome everybody to Start Your Day with CKJ. I hope all is well. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Thank you big time for tuning in. Shout out to Digital Asset Daily. This is one hell of a video right here. Clearly looks like 13772 to me. They're having an issue with distributing the money, or coming up with a game plan to distribute the stimulus package, which Trump says, hey, we got 40-year-old systems here. How are we going to distribute this? And if we can't distribute it that way, there is a much better way, and we're going to talk about that, guys. We're also going to cover this FINK Blackrock connection. It's just starting to get a little bit strange to me, that's for sure. So let's smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and let's get this damn bullish party started. And I think, is it the green stream? Crypto Revolution, Roggy Rog, Empire. What up, Empire? I just seen your tweet on, I just seen your post on Instagram. Crypto Revolution, XRP Lifestyle, Zack Attack, Roggy Rog, Pickle Rick. Whoa, Pickle Rick's here. Crypto Fail, Nighthawk, CCSO, Ron the Crypto Keeper, Roggy Rog, Crypto Dread, XRP Riser, good morning, Styles G, Campbell Vision, Omar, XR Pates, Shock, Shot, the Nicholas family. What up, Nick family? Larry, Guano, He's a good dog. He's a good dog. My T show, Stan Lee, Crawfish, Cambo Vision, Crypto Fail. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? Thank you guys big time for tuning in. I appreciate it. Crypto Nitro, Mark Hovan, Eric Barnes, XRP Minion, Christopher, Ryan Askins, Air Jacket, Stuart Ross, L Cruz. All right, guys. So good morning, everybody. Oh, Chuck Real. Guys, we actually got a hell of a show planned today. I mean, the hell's that noise? Thought I heard a weird noise. Okay, let's do this. I'm just trying to see if there's, just trying to hear what's going on out there. Hold on. All right, guys, let's do this. So basically, first thing first that motivated this video right here is most of you guys seen this as you were tuning in right here. Trump, with this video right here, guys, once you, there's actually two things that sent me down this rabbit hole this morning. There's actually two things that sent me down this rabbit hole. First thing is this video from Digital Asset Daily caught my attention. I mean, good guy. I mean, guys, like the writing is on the wall in this video right here, big time. Big time.
The bill provides for these unemployment checks to be delivered through the existing state unemployment systems, not us, state. And I was opposed to this method because many of the states have very antiquated computer systems.
And first thing he says is, I was opposed to this method that they're choosing to use now. You know, a few days ago, they were talking about a digital dollar, and that echoed, and now they're talking about, you know, maybe using a way that he doesn't really feel comfortable with. And he says he was opposed to this way. And, you know, if this doesn't work, because they're operating that on the state level. See, here's the thing, guys, is FinCEN and the U.S. Treasury Department is on the federal level. So when Ripple is registered with FinCEN, that is federally, that's on a federal level. It's almost similar to, you know, the medical marijuana thing with state level and federal level. And I think that's what we're battling with right now with the payment issue, with Ripple being registered on the federal level, but far as being regulated at the state level, that makes things difficult to send out, you know, XRP or USD or Internet of Value currency.
That are 45 years old, and they're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution, this kind of money.
Swift. I mean, come on, guys. That's like the number one line right there. That's our number one line right there in the XRP community is, you know, that's the very first thing that compelled us all about XRP is, you know, whoa, we're replacing very old technology. And actually, I got a really good article right here. Banks worldwide plan to overhaul aging core banking system to gain competitive advantage. So this is actually an amazing article. And this one's from 2005. So we're going to show some rabbit hole here, guys. Clearly, the writing is on the wall big time. Say what now? Stanley. Yeah, I was like, what the hell's going on outside? Something. You know, Pickle got like super hearing, though. He probably hears people from a mile away. James LaMarco, D-Balk, Louis V, Mark, what up? Empire, good to see you. Pablo, what up, Pablo? So, guys, basically right here, shout out to Digital Asset Daily. So, we're at these computer systems, and I think I just seen somebody say it, are very antiquated. Antiquated, that means old. Antiquated computer systems that are 45 years old, and they are not prepared to handle. And we're talking about money. We're talking about money here. We're not talking about nothing else. We're talking about money. They're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution of this kind of money, of this kind of magnitude. Well, actually, guys, that made me think of, you know, Robbie Mitchnick, Crypto Evaluation, $32 per XRP, which he says XRP was designed for use case facilitating cross-border payments, a market enormous in magnitude. So basically, guys, now we see why Ripple created 100 billion XRP. Now we see why they had their eye on the bigger picture and why they created the supply that they created. So let's see what else Trump has to say on this one.
Coming in so quickly. They're not set up for that.
They're not set up for that. They're not set up for that. I'd like to welcome everybody to Start Your Day with CKJ, aka Dr. FOMO. Have no fear. The Bullish family is here. Corey Reeves showed up. If you guys can smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just documenting my journey. We do this show every single day at 11:30 a.m. EST. Hope everybody had an amazing weekend, and I'm honored that you guys are here. I know I'm gonna look into that. Shout out to Wheat Say Win. I actually was one of the first people to have Wheat Say Win on the show. I actually had Wheat Say Win on the show twice when he first invented the XRP tip bot. I was like, oh, I got to get Wheat Say Win on the show. He's a cool ass dude, and I'll never forget the first thing he said to me. I'll never forget the first thing he said to me because I didn't know how to pronounce his name correctly, and he was like, "Have you heard of weed?" I was like, "I've heard of weed." And he was like, weed say wind. I was like, oh, he's like, no, I'm from Amsterdam. I said, oh, okay, no wonder, now it all makes sense. But shout out to Weed Say Win. He's a legend, that's for sure. I'll definitely check into this Weed Say Win launch date. What's that? That's Yum, right? Shout out to Cambo. What up, Cambo? So, EdTech.
And I didn't want to do it, but our opponents wanted it. So we did it, and if they don't get their money fast, I'm going to ask.
Whoa, he's kind of like rubbing it in their face a little bit right there. He said, this is not what I wanted to do, but my opponents wanted this. So my only biggest thing is I believe the only issue they're having with distributing, you know, a digital currency or just rolling out executive order right now, it's, you know, are all the corridors in place? Is, you know, is it completely ready to distribute the way the Treasury wants to with the executive order? And I believe that's why we're going to tie it to Blackrock and Mitchnick, and it's all coming together now, that's for sure. Oh yeah, and the Fed just signed a deal with BlackRock too. Come on, guys. The Fed Reserve just signed a deal with BlackRock. Come on. We know that Mitchnick right here. I got it all in here, guys. Mitchnick from Ripple. He says what XRP was designed for, and he gives an evaluation of XRP. Now, Mitchnick from Ripple is at the digital, on the digital innovation team at BlackRock. Now, BlackRock just signed a deal with the Fed. Is this all starting to come together now? Tell him, Dan Carney.
That we convene the federal government, that we come back to Congress, and we'll do something where we take care of it, because we can take care of it very easily and quickly. And I said that. But a lot of these systems are so old and so antiquated at the state level that they're going to have the money. They're going to get the money very quickly, but they're not going to be able to distribute it. So remember what I said, and we will.
That's clearly right there. Something's going on, guys. You got to remember the difference between the federal level and the state level. So basically, the federal government is distributing the money, but they're going to be distributing it to like on the state level. And on the state level, we're lacking regulation. We're lacking regulation. So actually, guys, this is why I did pull this picture up right here. If you guys ever notice, in the Bearable guy picture, now I pulled up the original picture again. I had no choice. Somewhere here. Well, I'll show you guys. You ever notice Bearable guy puts the White House right here? The White House is in that picture right here, the Bearable guy original picture. Now, if you basically go to the Trump speech right here, I mean, he has the picture of the same White House in the corner of the picture right here. So, I mean, that's something kind of small, but I'm going to show you guys a couple more things. And it actually made me revisit the Bearable guy 2396 puzzle. Armed forces, advance payments for compliance with foreign laws, rent in foreign country, tuition and pay supplies, armed forces and friendly foreign countries. They're talking about, we're going to cover this, guys. This right here ties to the Bearable guy puzzle. And I think it's going to make more sense now that we have everything going on with this epidemic. You know, back then, you know, sometimes Bearable guy stuff doesn't make sense because we're like, what the hell is he talking about? What's going on? The same thing with the Brinks thing. I mean, we was like, oh, we never even noticed the Brinks lock at all. And the next thing you know, Brinks signs a deal with MoneyGram. And now they're coming out with the Brinks debit card. And so that's a really good rabbit hole right there also. What up, Rican? What up, Rican? So shout out to Digital Asset Daily, guys. You definitely want to give him a follow. He's an amazing guy. Puts together some amazing videos. Actually, this is also what inspired me, guys. Ms. Gold. I know you should change your name. Is Ms. Gold? Ms. Gold here. What up, good one? Good evening from Paris. Whoa, good God. What's going on out in Paris? Are you guys allowed outside your house? Is everybody having a good weekend? Everybody have a good weekend, or are you getting cabin fever? The Fed site just changed from org to gov. Damn. Mark, he said we had an amazing weekend looking at each other nonstop. What up, Mark? Regulation, molasses, Ryan Askins, right on the money with that, dude. Nah, Daryl Wade, you're right on time, bro. Okay, no wonder I hear like a lawnmower outside, like firing up, cutting grass out there. What the hell? Is it? The grass ain't grow yet, did it? Is the grass growing? I don't know. I hear a lawnmower. Can y'all guys hear that lawnmower? This microphone picks up like some really noises really easily. Okay. I only watched like a few minutes of this, guys, but I am going to go back and check a little bit more of this out. But this did inspire my whole Bearable Guy 2396 thing again, because Missy tagged me in this right here, and I started watching some of it. It's David Wilcock, The Great Pandemic. So, and I did link this in the description, guys. It's on Missy, Ms. Gold 3. Ms. Gold 3. Really good video, guys. It actually talks about kind of like what's going on here. And I'm not trying to go too conspiracy theory, so I just figured I'd highlight the video. I'm going to check it out, and I'll pull some gems out also for tonight's show. D. Daniels. So, Missy, thank you big time for tagging me in this. I appreciate it. Chuck Real News. Okay, so pretty much, guys, for everybody tuning in, today we're going to be covering the Bearable Guide 2396, advanced payments. We're going to talk about this right here, guys. Well, Bearable Guide, this came out to 2396 right here on this old picture right here. And if you make this bigger right here, you clearly can see that the White House is right here, and Bearable Guy was referencing 2396. Now, most people said it was a price prediction. I said it wasn't no price prediction when it first came out. I said it was clearly this right here. Armed Forces 2396, advanced payments for compliance with foreign laws, rent in foreign countries, and Defense Secretary, Homeland Security, respect to the Coast Guard, Reserves, the Navy. Oh, now it's all starting to make a little bit more sense now, since we got everything going on, huh? All right, we're going to come back to that, that's for sure. So banks worldwide plan to overhaul aging core banking system. Be a good dog, Pickle. He's a good dog. So this is the article. Matter of fact, I want to give a shout out to Dr. Nick. Dr. Nick actually tagged me in this. What up, Stuart and Galloway? Greetings to Iron and Jim. Dr. Nick, thank you big time, Nick. This is a very good article. Now, guys, I remind you, this article right here is from 2005. 2005. I wasn't going to read it first, but I was like, let me check this out. Because the first line jumped out at me. Because the first two names are Ripple partners right away. It's survey by Accenture and SAP. SAP and Accenture are both Ripple partners. Actually, Accenture is working with CFTC Treasury Department right now to create a digital dollar. Working with Accenture, Ripple partner, right? Yeah. Showcases world spread challenges facing the global banking industry. The need for banks to rethink their core systems and architect strategies. Banks worldwide are growing increasingly dissatisfied with the aging core banking system and plan to update core technology architect to remain competitive. According to a global survey by Accenture, Ripple partner, the financial industry leading an annual forum, 70% of bank executives surveyed said flexibility was the biggest problem hindering the success of their core banking system. Almost half the bank executives surveyed cities. Almost half of the bank executives surveyed. Almost half of the bank executives surveyed also cited a high maintenance cost for lack of system integration. So pretty much, guys, the banks they've been focusing on this a lot longer than we have been led to believe. Almost half the bank executives surveyed cited the maintenance cost. So, okay, here we go. 70% of bank executives said it was the biggest problem in the success in the core banking was almost half the bank executives cited maintenance costs and lack of system integration. What's this? Interoperability. And, hold up. I apologize. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, it feels like it, that's for sure. So basically, to address these concerns, a significant number of banks have been surveyed. Regardless, the core banking system maintenance, SAP and Accenture entered into an alliance. SAP and Accenture entered into an alliance. Yeah, it sounds like he wants to get out there bad. SAP and Accenture entered into an alliance in the financial service industry in 2003. So here goes SAP, Ripple partner, Accenture, Ripple partner. To examine the status and impact and plans to transform the core banking system, the comprehensive global study. So, guys, we understand this has been pretty much, yeah, I'm going to open the door and let them run out there and see what the hell's going on. I'm going to open the door and say, go get him, Pickle. Go get him. Get him. No, I'm just joking. 2 hours west. They go into like a lot of detail in here. They go into a lot of detail, guys, on how their plan is to overhaul the banking system. I mean, I'm not going to go through this everything, but you guys get, you know, the gist of it. Accenture, SAP, interoperability is their biggest issue. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So let's jump right down this rabbit hole. Let's do this. One thing, guys, that also jumped out at me lately is, you know, that Mitchnick is from Ripple and he joined Blackrock. So I kind of got to thinking again about the fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. Now here's Mitchnick right here. Mitchnick and Susan Anthony. Now Susan Anthony, as a director of Ripple Labs, now this is where they're going to give a $32 evaluation per XRP. And I'm going to show you guys this. Now not only is this Mitchnick from Ripple, Susan Anthony from Ripple, from Stanford, Mitchnick now is at Blackrock. So now we got FINK, you know, Blackrock CEO, right here. That's FINK right there. And that, come on, guys, y'all cannot tell me that's not FINK from The Simpsons also. Now that you actually put the pictures side by side, that's him. No doubt about it, right? I mean, look, the glasses, the circle glasses. Here's the circle glasses. You know, bad hairline, bad hairline. That's definitely FINK, right? Can we agree on that? XRP #1. He said, never watched Lassie. Maybe someone fell in the river. Yeah, you're right. Lassie would. I'll go get help, Lassie. Go get help. I remember that when I was younger. Watching it like my grandmom's. My grandma, I think, I made me watch Lassie. And he was like, go get help, Lassie. Go get help. And Lassie would go get help. That's for sure. What up, John A? Believe it or not, in this picture right here, I was thinking the same thing because as Trump does this video right here, there's something in this picture in the background, but you can't really make it out.
For these unemployment checks to be delivered through the existing state unemployment systems, not us, state.
So there is something weird in the window, but I didn't want to go too conspiracy on you guys. So I was like, nah, I ain't going to go that route. I'm not going to go that route. So here's Mitchnick right here. Now, here's the original document right here, a fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets, Mitchnick and Susan Anthony. Now, one thing I want to say, guys, is when companies join companies or they get funding from a company, they have to have a business plan. They have to have a business plan. So they call this right here they call this the fundamental valuation for crypto assets. I'm going to call this the fundamental valuation for crypto assets, aka their business plan or their blueprint for the future, right? Because the thing is, as they go to BlackRock, they have to explain to him, why would Mitchnick go to BlackRock? Why would they say they're starting a digital innovation department? And why would they give a valuation of XRP? Because the thing is, he has to pretty much explain to them what this is, what's this valued at, and you know what value this could bring to BlackRock by you guys using this. So they broke this down basically for BlackRock, and you know, so people understand. Technology transfer, level playing field, he knows. So about the authors real quick, before we get to the price evaluation, when I show you, they say $32. Susie Anthony is an economist of technology professor at Stanford, graduate business. She's also serves on the board of directors at Ripple Labs. You know, one thing is, her picture never comes up when you pull up the board of directors picture. So is she still on the board of directors? I didn't know she was on the board of directors. She also serves on the board of directors at Ripple Labs, as well as several other technology companies. Her recent research and teaching focus on platforms and marketplaces, machine learning, artificial intelligence. She received her PhD at Stanford and her bachelor's degree at Duke. Damn! She works at Ripple. And guess what? Hold up. She has her bachelor's degree from Duke Economics and Mathematics. Whoa. So if she says XRP $32, I don't think anybody can dispute what she's saying unless you got your PhD and your bachelor's degree from Duke and Stanford and mathematics and computer science. So this is who's saying $32. I'll back that up big time. Oh no, Pickle. He's a spoiled dog. Pickle's a spoiled dog. Robbie Mitchnick is an MBA candidate from Stanford graduate. He spent time at Ripple. He spent time at Stanford. So now you guys get this one right here. Coincidence, BlackRock hires former Ripple executive. Come on now, FINK. And let's go to the original valuation right here. I'll just get to the good part for the sake of time. Here's one line I want you to really read first, you guys. There's one line I want to cover first. Introduction. Over the past decade, the world has seen the introduction of an entirely new asset class. And that's what I'm saying, guys. Don't forget, our basic fundamental training of why we're excited about cryptocurrency. Pickle, he's a good dog. He's a good dog. Over the past decade, the world has seen the introduction of an entirely new asset class in the form of crypto assets, commonly known as cryptocurrencies, digital currencies, or digital assets. There's one line in here that's amazing. The technology made possible through blockchain. The assets have properties similar to global commodities and can transfer digitally, securely, and instantaneously. The potential to accelerate and transform global commerce while reshape. Now you guys got to think. This is who BlackRock hired, who wrote this. So you got to understand that BlackRock is a leader as one of the biggest asset managers in the planet, right? You kind of had to sell them on what's going on. They have to understand what you're bringing to them. They're bringing XRP to the table here. These assets have been made possible through blockchain technology and have the potential to fundamentally alter the way value is transferred and stored across the world. Yeah. Crypto assets can be thought as digital tokens. So you guys get that one. The one line in here I wanted to find is it says XRP was designed for facilitating markets with enormous market shares, payments with the markets, enormous markets and enormous magnitude. So you got to understand what they were originally focused on. We anticipate that even in a state of world where crypto assets are widely adopted, goods and markets will continue to be priced in units of fiat currency. In this scenario, demand for crypto assets, this gives the ability to quantify demand in dollar terms. So you guys get that. I'm going to get to the good part. They kind of debate on first they're debating on how do we determine the value of, XRP? Do we determine the value by what's floating around that's already, in the market, or do we actually add, it all up together where we have an escrow and what's in the market? So I think they came to the conclusion that they're going to evaluate everything, the 100 billion XRP within itself. Smash some thumbs up, hit that subscribe. Focused on all the money, Tyler Liquor. Alright, so let's get to the good part right here. I'll just show you the part where it's the $32 so then we can jump on the Bearable guy stuff. I'm going to it. Okay, here it is. Party time. Let's do this, Skypilot. Whoa! Skypilot Crypto's here. XRP technology, XRP, was designed for the use case of facilitating cross-border payments, a market enormous in magnitude. Cross-border remittances constitute 1.3 billion per day. Now, this is what I'm pretty sure this is their investment line to BlackRock. 1.3 billion per day. Cross-border payments constitutes 85 billion per day. Now, we also, guys, don't forget the Forex trading. Why is he talking about the FX markets? Because Spring is working on the FX markets. The FX trading constitutes 5 trillion per day. Whoa. XRP has the ability to substantially improve foreign exchange transactions, FX markets, Bullish Brodus, I love FX. You guys got to understand what's going on here. By allowing instantaneous settlement and superior liquidity. Yep. So XRP use case. So I'm going to get to the good part now. So I'm actually going to link all this in the description, guys. For anybody who hasn't seen this, there's some major breadcrumbs in here. Big time breadcrumbs. It's great to say Pickle got back up. Don't take my computer with you, Pickle. I know it's kind of weird rain. I'm like, whoa, does that epidemic carry through the rain? Let's get to the good part. So guys, they do evaluate Bitcoin right here. Looks like they're saying what, 28,000 for Bitcoin, 28,000 right there. Here's XRP right here. They're saying basically right here, XRP $32 per XRP. They said there's a valuation. It could be $8, $1.59. They give it all different kind of valuations. $6 right here, but the highest one I like is the $32 per XRP. Oh lordy, come on, Pickle, don't do that to me, buddy. Pickle, come here, Pickle. He's a good dog. He's a lover. His name Pickle, and he's a lover. Yeah, tell him you're the love dog. Hold on. Yeah, you're a lover. All right, I got him. So basically, guys, right there, Susan Ante, Robbie Mitchnick, $32 per XRP. Nah, he came right back over here and laid down on my feet. Yeah, Pickle follows me around everywhere. He's like my shadow. So clearly right there, I know a lot of people are new around here, so they haven't seen this. The fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. And Robbie Mitchnick, coincidence he joins BlackRock? I think not. So you guys get that fully right there. XRP #1, I'm with you. Let's do that. Crypto Mo, Ion, good to see you guys. Trusting yourself, good to see you guys. Thank you for being here. If you guys can smash some thumbs up. All right, guys, we're going to take it back a little bit right here because Ms. C's video this morning inspired me to bring this back up. I got to thinking about this morning, guys. Here's the original one of the Christmas puzzles from Bearable guy right here, and I thought it was kind of ironic that, of course, he has the White House up here on the shelf, and then with Trump, of course, having the same White House up here. I noticed this morning, but I can't remember how we found 2396 out of this. There was some kind of way you could, I don't know, you minus the letters and you do this, you do that, and 2396 comes out of it. So I got to thinking a little bit about the 2396 thing again, and oh, that's gonna go with that. I want to read this real quick too first. BlackRock has just been announced as the Fed's purchaser of new assets. Ex-Ripple employee leading BlackRock new digital asset department. Current CEO of BlackRock, Mr. FINK, yes, the same in recent crypto episode on The Simpsons. So shout out to Keith Hall. He actually sent that to me in a DM, and damn, that tweet went viral. But I truly believe that too. So as you go back to this right here, the Bearable Guy 2396 puzzle, Broad Street Bully. Yeah, I mean, I'm just reading. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm just reading the fundamental valuation framework for crypto assets. Robbie Mitchnick, Susan Anthony, and I respect what they're saying. That's for sure. 2396 comes out of this, and that kind of brings me to this right here. Oh, Semi-Dot, you're a legend. What up, bro? So when you Google the 2396, this is the first thing that comes back up. Unannotated Title 10, advanced in payments for compliance with foreign laws. You know, kind of like really reminds me of everything with like the ammo can. You know, we got some reserves in here right now. I don't want to call them out by name because I don't want to put them on Front Street, but you know, they're calling up the reserves for this epidemic, and there's just so much going on. And for that 2396 to kind of tie with an advancement may be made in this section only if the president has made an agreement with a foreign country requiring reimbursement to the United States for amounts advanced. And pretty much, guys, there's like a big thing going on right now with, you know, who's getting help, who's getting funded, you know, how are we going to fund our people, state level, federal level, military, reserve, requiring appropriate authority in the country to advance amounts to members of the armed forces of the United States. So they're going to have to pay these people really fast. Whoa, get out of here, bro. Holy moly. My brother Ripple Richton came through this morning. Thank you big time, bro. You're a legend, Ripple Rich. Thank you big time, bro. I really appreciate that, especially with everything going on and all that. So it really means a lot. Great content as always. Hope all is well and safe. Much love for the bullish fam. XRP to the moon. XRP to the moon, baby. Number one fan. Ripple Rich, you're a legend, dude. You're a legend, dude. Ripple Rich is, you know, everybody knows Ripple Rich. He's a legend within himself. I mean, he is a legend, that's for sure. Thank you big time, Ripple Rich. You're the man, dude. Pickle says hi. Containing any other provision the president considers necessary to carry out the interest of the United States. Payments, compliance, foreign laws, utility, services, pay, supply, armed forces, foreign countries, Westlaw. So you guys get that. And Trump signs defense bill authorizing blockchain study. So we kind of know that Trump has been all over this. The thing, guys, with Trump and the Fed and Blackrock and FINK and all this starting to come together, it's like, whoa. But then once you start digging a little bit deeper, Trump has kind of been in this blockchain thing for a while. Trump signs defense bill authorizing blockchain study. So basically, and that's from 2017. So imagine how much knowledge he has now. And guys, don't forget, right here, BlackRock, FINK, right here. And I want to show you guys this is, let me see what this says right here. Okay, the Fed asked BlackRock for help in echo of 2008. Bam! The Fed asked BlackRock for help. Well, hold on. Ripple owns 22% of BlackRock. No, Ripple's partner with PNC Bank. PNC Bank owns 22% of BlackRock. There's something wrong with this thing? Because I can see this thing moving. Hold on. Let me see one thing. Pop this thing out. Because I think could not have reset. No way, this thing is like rolling on my phone. It's actually, the feed is different on my phone than the actual stream. It's kind of weird. On the desktop up here, look like it's weird. On the desktop, it looks weird. It's different on the phone. That's why I always watch it from the phone. It's much easier to see too. Different on the phone. Okay. Okay. So, the Fed asked for BlackRock's help.
And I was opposed to this method because many of the states have very antiquated computer systems that are 45 years old, and they're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution, this kind of money.
Damn. Well, it seems like they got a plan in play. It sounds like they got a plan in play. If you guys remember, the Fed asked for BlackRock's help in echo of 2008. BlackRock will advise the Federal Reserve on how to purchase billions of dollars in bonds and securities. The terms of the agreement were not disclosed. So we know the Fed is working directly with BlackRock, which we can tie Ripple to BlackRock multiple ways. The New York Fed said in a statement that it had selected BlackRock on a short-term basis because of its expertise in the market for commercial mortgage-backed securities. Now, which are backed by no, guys, I'm going to tie this rabbit hole together like big time right here. Watch this. The New York Fed said in a statement that has selected BlackRock, which I'm like, hold up, BlackRock, come on now, no way. FINK, BlackRock, Mitchnick, the digital innovation department, we know what they're working on. Because of its expertise in marketing commercial mortgage-backed securities, which are backed by government-sponsored mortgage finance firms. Hold up, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. So hold up. Soon as Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac jumped out at me, what's the first thing you think of? Huh? I think of my brother Corey Reeves. He was a legend, big time, bro. Thank you so much. Oh man, you guys are nuts. Thank you, dude. Thank you, big time. Hold on one second, though, because I'm like right on the edge of a good rabbit hole right here. Which are backed by government-sponsored mortgages firms, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Well, when I hear Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, what's the first thing you think of? Anybody care to guess real quick? I want to give a huge shout out to Corey Reeves with the super chat, $20 bomb. Damn, dude, you're a legend. You guys just don't know how much I appreciate that. Montana Crypto Love, much love to you, bro. Thank you so much, dude. Corey Reeves, you're a legend, dude. Montana Crypto Love, much love. Thank you for all the great work, my friend. The master plan is taking place. I truly believe so, too. Thank you, big time, Crypto Love. Okay, so crypto mode says government student loans, mortgage loans, bullish brothers, open mind, XRP is the answer. That kind of sums it up. The bailout. Okay, close right there, Corey. The bailout, broken mortgages, close. We're getting close. All right, so basically we see the New York, the Fed, BlackRock, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Well, in steps in, oh, Liquor, you're real close. In steps Greg Phillips, joins board of directors. Watch this. Greg brings more than 35 years of industry expertise at Ripple, having held leadership roles at Morgan Stanley and BlackRock. Whoa. Craig serves as a counselor to Treasury Secretary, where he oversaw regulatory framework development for the new financial system under the Executive Order 13772, as well as efforts to enhance the financial sector's cybersecurity. Now, he also was the top guy at Freddie Mae and he also was the top guy at Fannie Mae, right? Might have to pull that up to show you guys. I'm gonna have to pull that up to show you guys. Just so I should have had it pulled up. I thought it was in there. What's that? Greg Phillips. Hope I spelled his damn name right. The man in charge of fixing Fannie and Freddie knows. Greg S. Phillips, a special counsel to the Treasury Department, is in charge of fixing Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Treasury officially hired to fix Fannie, which Treasury Phillips says, basically, guys, right here, Greg Phillips, the man in charge of fixing Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, whatever it's called. The man in charge of fixing Fannie and Freddie knows them all too well. Now, once you go back to this real quick, hold up. The New York Fed said in a statement that it selected BlackRock because of its expertise in the market for commercial-backed securities, which are backed by government-sponsored programs. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. You got Freddie Mac, BlackRock. So automatically, of course, you got Greg Phillips, who joins the board of directors, because guess what? He has major experience at these government-run organizations. They know exactly what they need to do to change the antiquated payment system. Tell them.
Checks to be delivered through the existing state unemployment systems, not us, state. And I was opposed to this method because many of the states have very antiquated computer systems that are 45 years old, and they're not prepared to handle this kind of distribution, this kind of money coming in so quickly. They're not set up for that, and I didn't want to do it, but our opponents want.
The way he said, and it looks like he wants to say so much more, like so much more, guys. And you can tell he knows so much more. It's coming, no doubt about it. Montana Crypto Love with a $20 bond. Much love to you. Bullish family's amazing, dude. Thank you so much. Dan Carney, the legend, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. $20 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. I can't thank you enough. I heard they were dropping 20 moms in here. Stay healthy. $20 bombs. Thank you, Dan Carney, dude. I really appreciate that. I hope all is well with you, your family, and your dog. That's Dan Carney's dog right there. When he tried to make a video, dog wouldn't stop barking and stuff. Wanted to go outside.
Wanted it, so we did it. And if they don't get their money fast, I'm going to ask that we
implement Executive Order 13772. And somehow, I really thought, you know what I thought was going to happen? Because now that they're working with the Fed, I thought that really maybe they would set the wallets up, the digital, because they also got the HSBC Digital Vault program they just started, right? I thought what they were going to do, or what he's going to have to do if the state can't distribute this money in the way it needs to. If you guys kind of think about it, this is like really all unfolding is exactly to get ready for a global currency. You know, we have an epidemic in play. We have the only time we come in contact with anybody through social distancing is the exchanging of currency. Now we got Trump talking about a 45-year-old antiquated system. We got him talking about he wants to distribute money quick, but they don't think the state level can handle that. Now I clearly think he's talking about implementing Executive Order 13772. And the only way I think they can really do that is they said they can set up digital wallets at the Fed. Wasn't that in the stimulus round 2, right? Stimulus round 2, they said we're going to set up digital wallets at the Fed, and then they could easily send out USD, or Dave Schwartz is working on the digital XRP dollar bond, it seems, as we speak. So it's hard to say. I'm pretty sure there's many options, that's for sure. Dan Carney, you're a legend. Ion, thank you big time, bro. I appreciate that. So clearly, guys, look more into this Bearable Guy 2396 thing from the original Bearable Guy picture. You know, I'm a big BG fan. What can I say? Regulation is slow as molasses. Basically, Bearable Guy was highlighting there. All this came out at 2396. Some said price prediction. I said, nah. I said that's how it's at the Pentagon. And you can see now something's going on with the 2396 US code, armed forces, advanced payments, compliance. It's all coming. It's coming. What up, Crypto Mo? Blake Frack, Blackrock, FINK right there. Craig Phillips joins. Guys, there's just so much going on. It's getting crazy. Blackrock, Greg Phillips. Follow me on Instagram too, guys. I appreciate that. The man in charge of fixing Fannie Mae. Whoa. Now I think this is the man in charge of fixing the whole entire financial system. Damn. They like really put a lot of trust in this guy, didn't they? Because first, what's the date on this one? Whoa. This is from 2017. That's kind of like too new. That's kind of weird. You may not know about Greg Phillips, special counselor to Steve Mnuchin, the United States Treasury Secretary, because Mr. Phillips was not a political appointee. What? Hold up. Not political. This is getting, hold on. Greg Phillips was not a political appointee. He did not face congressional scrutiny before he became the director of our nation's housing policy, one of his main tasks. Getting to know Mr. Phillips and his background is worthwhile exercise, I bet. Especially because he's determining the Trump administration path forward on Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Mr. Phillips certainly knows a thing or two about Fannie and Freddie. I bet he does. As a leader of Morgan Stanley mortgage desk during the peak of the mortgage mania years in 2004, 2005. So when the loans blew up and the government sued Morgan Stanley, Mr. Phillips was named the defendant. Whoa. In the case that resulted in the firm's payout of what? This gets kind of wild. So according to, and this is a little bit about Mr. Phillips, Ripple board of director, executive from BlackRock, you know. Mr. Phillips has spent more than 38 years in an array of Wall Street firms, including Credit Suisse, Ripple Partner, Morgan Stanley, and recently BlackRock, Ripple Connection. Damn. God, this is coming big time. Oh, come on, Corey Reeves. Dude, you just looked out already, dude. Thank you big time, bro. I appreciate that. Much love to you. See, this is kind of what they're doing right now, right? As head of security products, because they're talking about that right now, how the Fed just joined Ripple again. I mean, how the Fed just joined BlackRock. The Fed asked BlackRock's help in echo of 2008. Now, if you go back to this right here, a head of security products, Mr. Phillips directed the unit of Morgan Stanley that packed and sold billions of dollars worth of homes and loans bundles to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and other investors. Some of these securitizations blew up in the financial crisis, generating billions of dollars of losses. So I'm not going to go too deep in that. Oh, Lordy. Shot-town, good to see you, my brother. Guys, I highly recommend drinking lots of orange juice. That's what I've been doing. I've been drinking lots of OJ. I've been watching a lot of damn Netflix this weekend. I kind of like stayed away from crypto this weekend. And so I apologize, Bullish family, Bullish group. Basically, like, I don't know. I was like, I cannot watch no more news. And I cannot watch no more, I don't know, crypto for like the weekend. That's why I'm staying away. Because the market be like fluctuating like crazy. And I'm like hollering no matter what. And so let's look at the prices real quick. Matter of fact, we'll pull it up. So I was like, I'm not going to watch the news. So has anything got better or worse out there? Oh, I'd like to welcome everybody to the green stream. The market is green. And that's why I'm so glad I hodl, guys. Because believe it or not, this weekend you've seen the market dipping. And then if you go on Twitter, sometimes they can cause fear. Oh, we're about to have a pullback to, you know, they're echoing a pullback to, they're echoing a major pullback. You know, some channels, some content creators. And for me, it's just hard to, like, let me go to Coinbase real quick. I'll give you guys an example. Yeah, tell them Spanish. Take your vitamin C and D. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been drinking tons of orange juice. So basically good. Exactly. See, like, for example, guys, I'll give you a quick example, you know, and it's good to watch a show sometimes that people actually have portfolios because, you know, they're not just going to cover the news. They're going to give you an example of what's really going on with their portfolio and the market itself. Then you can tell if the person's really got crypto or not. But anyway, because some all right. So anyway, the market was crashing this weekend a little bit. I'm like, oh man, that can make you want to just like sell instead of hodling. But I was like, hell no, I'm hodling. And because Bitcoin was down to what, 5,900, now it's back to 63. Same thing with Tezos. Tezos was all the way down to $1.50. You're thinking, oh, is it going to go to $1? Should I sell? Should I sell? And then guess what? If you would have sold yesterday because you were in fear that you're thinking everything's going to crash, and then guess what? You wake up Monday morning, the market's pumping again, and then guess what? You think, oh, here it's going to take off now, and then you try to buy back in, and you're going to end up taking losses. So guys, I'm telling you, if you're in, you're in. Pickle, it's best as your bottom. Pickle. You hear the green stream big time, guys. XRP right now. Pickle, come here, Pick. Come here, Pick. He's a good dog. Pickle, Pickle. Come here, Pick. He's a good dog. Right here, right here. My fault, guys. Almost done. Yeah, that would be like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've heard the echo of 10 cent myself, but I mean, if it does, hey, what the hell? That'd be like an amazing opportunity, I believe. And, whoa. It's okay, Pickle. But right now, guys, the market is looking beautiful. Actually, hold on. XRP is not reflecting green on here. 17, but everything else is green. ALGO, green. Tezos, 160. It was all the way down to 150. It's battling back. Chainlink, green. EOS, green. Stellar, green. Litecoin, green. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash. Damn, Bitcoin Cash back to 220. That's really good. Because I've seen Bitcoin Cash fluctuate like crazy from like 240 to 200 flat. I'm like, damn. And yeah, guys, this is like, I know it's really hard to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but the best advice I could probably say is, you know, go off Warren Buffett's motto, you know, be fearful. What's he say? Be greedy when others are fearful. And right now, people are very fearful. So they say high risk, high reward. Yes, it's very risky. And it could be worth the reward, that's for sure. Oh, Lordy. What up, Edward Franz, Polynesian USA? If you guys can smash some thumbs up. Really quick, I wanted to share this with you guys before I left too. Vapor Wizard. I started watching this one Netflix documentary this weekend about tigers or something, and it's about these 3 different tiger owners. Maybe you guys seen like the Great Tiger thing or something like that. And I'm telling you guys, and sometimes in life, situations are, they say, truth is stranger than fiction. This is like really insane story. You know, the one lady hired, they like have all these volunteers that help them at these tiger places, and they're making millions of dollars, and people are just volunteering there, and they're not really paying the people to help them, and they're like, I don't know, it's crazy. It's like a crazy. They got some crazy stuff on Netflix, guys. So I guess the point of the story is you know, I'm not sure what's going on with this whole social distancing thing, but you know, I guess if you do have the opportunity to try to, you know, stay in, watch Netflix, stay safe, I guess I recommend that, I guess, until we kind of see what's going on. So the bird in the head is always, a bird in the hand is always better than 2 in the bush. XRP hodl, what up, Digital Asset Crusader? Crazy, sure, check out. Yeah, it's crazy because like the one lady who from like PETA or like, you know, Save the Animals or something, I guess her husband went missing like 20 years ago. And her husband went missing. And like she fed him to the tigers. And then she's like competing with these other 2 guys, and they're like just as crazy as she is. They're like all crazy. And it's, I mean, it's like wild. It's like I first started watching like the first 10 minutes, I was like, oh, this is kind of dumb. But then like, you know, you give it a chance, and then it kind of like gets real, it gets good. It's interesting. So thanks for giving all about that. Yeah, because her husband went missing. I mean, come on, her husband was a millionaire, and you know, and all of a sudden he just goes missing. Like, come on, what's the chances of that? And but she's like has a major beef with these other 2 lying guys, but she does the same thing they're doing, and I'm telling you, the way she manipulates the whole situation, it's crazy. It's a crazy show. Yeah, that's what it's called, Skypilot Crypto. It's called Tiger King. Yeah, the one guy is like nuts. It's actually really interesting. It's actually really interesting. You guys gotta check it out. Now, see, me personally, I have no stance on, you know, the wildlife aspect of it. You know, I'm just talking about like the lady, her husband went missing, and she's arguing with the other 2 guys, and it's just like back and forth drama. And then I started watching that too. Last thing I'm gonna say too, it's just really weird because, you know, they start trolling each other and stuff like that. And I realized one thing, it's like, you know, I've been doing crypto since 2017. When I first started in crypto, there was only like 2 channels, right? There was no competition. Uh, so, you know, now there's like multiple channels, people with $1 million voices and, you know, good research. And now the crypto space has grown so much. But what's crazy is they were like trolling each other, making videos about each other and stuff. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of like almost like the real world. Like people get caught up in uh, just unnecessary bickering about different things to try to, you know, I don't know, get a competitive advantage on their competition or something. It was weird. It's weird. You guys gotta check it out. But it's just crazy. So I said for 2020, I'm not getting caught up in no unnecessary drama. It's like really there's a much bigger picture than what's really going on at hand. So that's what kind of what I got out of that. Yeah, what up, Sky Pilot Crypto? So good to see you, bro. I haven't saw you in forever, dude. Tiger King, yeah, it's pretty good. It gets like really good. I think that like if you watch the first episode, it gets it's like kind of boring, but then like right at the end, they get you a like they say something at the end, and it makes you automatically want to catch the next episode. So you're like, whoa, what they say? And then when they do the next episode, and you're like, by episode 2, you're hooked. Kinda. Oh, Polynesian USA, I really appreciate that. Thank you, Big Time Spanish. I appreciate that. Corey Reeves, Cambo. James and Marco, much love to you, dude. Vapor Wizard, guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up, hit that subscribe. We do the show every single morning, 11:30 a.m. I believe everything is going to be just fine, guys, as far as the internet of value. We're going to be just great, guys. Truly, I believe that. There's just so much connections going on. I can't thank you enough, Polynesian USA, for the support. Crypto Love, Ripple Rich. Thank you guys so much. Like, it really means a lot. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up and notification because we're going to be live at 7 p.m. EST right here. Me, Chuck Real, Big BULLZILLA, the Bullish family. Yeah, I get excited, guys. Dan Carney, much love to you, bro. Dan Carney, thanks, dude. Like, that really means a lot, bro. Tigro, Pablo, Chuck Real, Lamarco, Chi-Town. Oh man, much love to the Bullish fam, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Pablo, Sword, Wallace, keep swinging that sword. Jill, Marie, Dennis, the best is yet to come. That sounds like Notorious. The best is yet to come. Notorious, Semi Dot, you're a legend, bro. Styles G, pay me my money. Where the hell you been, bro? Watch The Secret Tourist on Netflix. We'll mess you up. I might check that out, bro. Oh, I threw my phone. The Secret Tourist. I'll take a screenshot of it so I can remember the name. Let me see. Alright, I got it. The Secret Tourist. I'll check that out. Sword Wallace, James DeMarco, Broad Street Bully, Montana Crypto Love. Much love to you guys. I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. Stay safe, stay social distancing, and don't convert currencies hand to hand. Much love. BULLZILLA and Mr. Pickles out.